everybody, today I'm going to be reviewing the CS301 mini corset or waspy. This is the newest corset line from Orchard Corset. So here is the front, side, the back, and the other side. The center front of this corset is about 8 inches high, and the side here on mine measures about 6.5 inches high. In terms of the circumferential measurements, this is a size 22 corset. The underbust here measures about 26 inches, and the hips here measure about 28 inches. Because the measurements are not identical to my own, I'm getting some muffin top here at the top because my lower rib cage is about 28 inches, about 2 inches larger than this corset here. So bubble tops hide a multitude. However, here at the hip area, the corset is actually coming up above my iliac crest, so it's not crunching down on the actual bone of my pelvis here. Because this corset is so short, then anybody from a shorter waist up to a long waist would be able to sit comfortably in this corset. It has a decent amount of curve to it. I would call this an hourglass corset. However, those who have a lot of tummy pooch in the bottom, this corset is not going to cover it for you. It might actually accentuate the pooch, so I would recommend that you choose something a little bit longer for those people. And also, if you have a lot of back flesh and you think that you're going to get a lot of muffin top in this corset, then maybe you should opt for something with a little bit of a higher back. So here is my CS301 corset laying flat. For the materials of this, mine is actually different from the ones offered on their website because I was at Orchard Corset headquarters and able to rummage through their sample bin. So this actually has a sort of twill suiting fabric. It's a little bit more plush. So unfortunately I won't be able to report on any changes in quality from wearing the satin one because I don't have it. But anyways, I believe this corset is in general 2 layers. The fashion fabric here, and then all of them have the same twill on the inside. And here's what the new Orchard Corset tag looks like. So in this particular corset, I did not see the usual Crepe Suzette foundation tag. And you can see here size 22, the materials, and the wear and care of this corset. This corset has a 4-panel pattern, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so double that on the other side. That makes 8 panels in total. This corset was assembled using a top stitch here between the panels. I believe that they had flat lined the layers together, and then they had top stitched here on the seams, and then inside they have internal boning channels, so it's single boned on the seams here. This corset has an exposed internal partial waist tape here. You can see it on the 2 middle panels here that are going on the side of the body. Unfortunately, I cannot see the waist tape extending through the front and the back panels here. Here's a close-up of the binding. It's made from commercial black satin bias tape that is machine stitched on the outside and also on the inside here. There are no garter tabs in this particular corset. And you can see that on the outside there is just a small top stitch right there. The modesty panel of this corset in the back is quite wide. It is about 5.5 inches, so I would say maybe 3.5 to 4 inches of usable space. It is finished in the same fashion fabric on the outside and twill on the inside, and it is stitched down on one side, so if you do not like having modesty panels, you can easily remove this. Additionally, there is a small unstiffened modesty placket in the front here. It is made from the same twill as the lining of this corset and just sewn onto the knob side of the busk. The busk in this corset is 6.5 inches long by 1/2 inch wide on each side. It has 3 loops and pins equidistantly spaced, and I find it to be quite stiff and sturdy. There are a whopping 10 bones in this corset. On the seams here, it's single boned with, I believe, 1/4 inch wide spiral steel bones, and in the back of the corset here, there are some flat steel bones here. I checked the bones with my magnet, and I felt a pull on each one, so I am confident that they are all steel. Here's a close-up of the grommets. They are pretty typical of Orchard Corset grommets. So they're size 00 finished in silver with a small to medium flash around them. There are 16 of them total, 8 on each side. These ones are holding in fairly well. However, they're very well set into this quite plush fabric. So admittedly, I don't know how well the satin would hold up. This I would have preferred to have been laced differently, 1 set of grommets or even 2 sets of grommets, because my waist is somewhere around here. So if you get this corset and you try it on and you find that your bunny ears are a little bit too high as well, then just take it off and put the bunny ears a little bit lower and it'll be fine. And here is the underside. So I think the washes are actually a little bit bigger than some of the other Orchard corset styles. It's holding in fairly well. I don't see any of them coming out. And then the laces are fairly typical as well. They are about 1/4 inch wide, flat black nylon laces with a little bit of spring to them. The price of this corset starts at $65 on the Orchard Corset website. It is available from size 16 inches up to 46 inches, so appropriate for anybody with a natural 20-inch waist up to probably about 50-inch waist. So this is actually their largest range of sizes for any of their corsets. However, as you do go up in size, it gets a little bit more expensive because of materials and whatnot. So if you'd like, you can use my coupon code, which is CorsetLucy15. That will save you about 15%, which if you are going with the $65 price will bring it down about $10. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please remember to click that like button and help support the channel. If you have any questions about this corset or Orchard corset in general, please leave a comment down below. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions or forward your questions onto Orchard Corset. I will see you all after the weekend for the next video. Bye!